This week we've been exploring the theme of friendship with Jesus. And we've explored this intimacy through the relationships that he had with several of his friends, like Peter, for instance. In our gospel lesson for today, from John chapter 1, we learn that Peter became friends with Jesus through an introduction from his brother Andrew. We read, "One of the two of them who heard John the Baptist speak and followed him was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He first found his brother Simon and said to him, 'We have found the Messiah,' which is translated anointed." In a way, you could say that Andrew was an evangelist. Now, the word evangelist these days has taken on sort of a negative connotation because it's been associated with conquest or perhaps a conversion to a singular way of religious thought. But in reality, evangelist comes from the Greek euangelion, which means bearer of good news. It's the same word that we get the word angel. You may know in the other Gospels, you hear stories of angels coming to people to bear good news. An angel comes to Mary to say that she would bear Jesus. An angel comes to Joseph saying it was safe to take Mary as his wife. Angels come to the shepherds to say the Messiah has been born and where to find this Messiah, this boy, Jesus. How have you come to know Jesus? How has your relationship come into fruition with Jesus? Perhaps like me, you grew up in church and you learned about Jesus through Bible stories and through songs. You might have learned about Jesus by stumbling upon a chapel, such as the one that we have here in Cambridge, one where you've found peace and stillness and solace in a very turbulent world. Or perhaps through the actions of a friend, like Andrew, maybe someone who's had influence on you, who has shown you friendship and grace and intimacy, and that has modeled and been a reflection of Jesus. Jesus is calling us all into relationship. God wants to be with us in relationship, wants us to have abundant life and a more fruitful life. And this is what God desires. And it's through that intimacy that we also become evangelists by bearing that same light to other people. We become angels. How is it that we can become evangelists? How can we share the good news of Jesus with other people? Through word and deed.